Hi, I'm Kevin Kraut. Today I'm talking a little bit about rebaptism. This is a book my father wrote, Ogden Kraut, and it's interesting. Rebaptism, I did a little talk on this as well, but rebaptism is kind of an interesting thing because in the church today, a lot of members think, oh, gee, rebaptism, that means that they must have been excommunicated and that now they're being rebaptized back into the fold. And so the first time that I had heard about this, I sat down and I said, well, what do you mean rebaptism? I don't get it, you know? And my dad sat down and he said, well, there was a lot of interesting things about rebaptism. Rebaptism was done for your health. You were rebaptized to bring health back into your body, which is an interesting story because one of the little old ladies, she was really sick and she sent for the elders to rebaptize her. And she said, elders, if you will take me down into that cold river. There was a river that was in the middle of the winter, and they busted out the ice. And she says, if you'll go down and rebaptize me, I know I'll be healed. I have that much faith. And I'll even run back, and I'll have dinner for you before you boys can even get back. And they laughed, and they said, okay. And they carried the sister down into the water, and they rebaptized her. And when she popped up, she had all this energy, and they said she popped out of there like a jackrabbit, and off she went, hopping back up there to the house. And she was totally healed. And she got back and she had dinner for them ready before they got back. And so they sat down and had dinner. And so rebaptism was for healing. It was for before you got married, you were rebaptized. If you before you had any sacred covenants made or priesthood, anytime priesthood was done, they rebaptized people for that. It can be for a number of things, you just didn't feel worthy, and you wanted to be rebaptized. You could be rebaptized. And so it's a beautiful doctrine. It's a very wonderful thing. Many people had talked in the early days, the early Mormon people, and this is a doctrine of Mormonism. This is what the people believed. And many times they said that they'd walk by a thing of water and say, I'd love to be rebaptized. And people would get together and go and rebaptize. And Brigham, according to the records, was rebaptized around 7 times. And of course, when the saints got here to the valley, the Salt Lake Valley, everybody was rebaptized. They had a big rebaptism or revival type thing to kind of institute a lot of religious beliefs back into their systems. So rebaptism, I'll read a little thing here. It's kind of interesting. This is out of Revelations, and he says, I know thy works and thy labor and thy patience, and how thou canst not bear them which are evil. And thou hast tried them which say they are apostles and are not, and hast found them liars, and hast borne and hast patience, and for my name's sake hast labored and hast not fainted. Nevertheless, I have somewhat against thee, because thou hast left thy first love. Remember therefore from whence thou art fallen, and repent, and do the first works. First works meaning baptism. Or else I will come unto thee quickly, and will remove thy candlestick out of his place, and except thou repent. Revelations 2, verse 2 through 5. So rebaptism was something that was brought back in this dispensation. It's a beautiful doctrine. So far, I've never had anybody who didn't like the concept, like the doctrine, because it just brings salvation to people. It makes them feel better. And, yeah, very interesting book.